So you're thinking of moving to Reston, and you've heard all these wonderful things about living here. Well, yeah, Reston is a great place to live, but there are some cons. So I'm going to share with you 5 pros, 5 cons. So stay tuned. Today I'm going to share with you 5 pros, 5 cons of living in Reston. So let's get started on the pros and cons of living in Reston. Here I am at the Reston Town Center. Reston is a planned community. It was developed in 1962 by Robert E. Simon, and his philosophy was he wanted people to be able to live, work, and play all right here in Reston. And a lot of people believe that the Reston Town Center personifies that. You can live here. There's luxury condos. There's townhouses where you can walk over here. So you can live here, and it's about living your best life. You can play here. You can see behind me, we have some kids playing with their parents. Right here on this AstroTurf is an ice rink in the middle of the winter. So you can play there. There's children's fountains at the end of the Reston Town Center. We have shuffleboard. Lots of things to do in Reston to play. We have festivals, sometimes beer festivals, art festivals, chalk festivals, food festivals. Who doesn't love food? And work. So live, work, play. I kind of mixed them up a little bit. That's okay. So you can work here too. Facebook has their headquarters here. Microsoft just made a huge investment here in the Reston Town Center. Leidos is here. College Board. So if you wanted to live in the Reston Town Center, you can work in the Reston Town Center, and you can play in the Reston Town Center. But that kind of goes with all of Reston. It's easily accessible. You can bike here. You can bike anywhere on the 55 miles of trails. It's wonderful. Jogging, you can get anywhere. So there's a lot of great things going on in Reston. But there is a con. The cost of living in Reston. Yeah, let's talk about it. I've already done a video on it, so check it out. Cost of living in Reston. Yeah, you might get a little bit of a sticker shock because it is a little bit pricier. But the average medium household income is about $114,000, and the average median price of a house is just under $500,000 at about $488,000. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit crazy, but when you want to live somewhere great, it's going to cost you a little bit more. And this is a pretty fantastic area to live in. Which leads me to another pro, growth. Reston is a growing, dynamic community. People want to be here. People want to live here. Businesses are establishing their East Coast headquarters, so they want to be here. We have Facebook, we have Google, we have Microsoft, which is bringing people in. Business is booming. Housing market is great. And that's a really great thing to live in Reston and watch the ever-growing change that we are having. But there is a con to it. It's the construction. You can see behind me, I'm in front of 2 different construction sites. Haley Rise, which, yes, our Wegmans is coming, and I've done a video on that, so check it out. Haley Rise video right there. And behind me we have Reston Town Center West. So, you know, traffic, our community is a little bit more disrupted, and some of the Restonians aren't so happy with all this growth that we are having in Reston. Some of them are missing the small community feel, growth, and construction. There you go. One of the great things that Reston has going for them is the public transportation, which is fantastic. You can pretty much get anywhere that you want. We have the Washington Metros, which we have the Silver Line, and the Reston station is open. We have 2 more metros coming to Reston, which is the Herndon Monroe and the Reston Town Center Metro. So you'll be able to get into Washington, D.C., and the metro is going all the way out to Dulles Airport and the Loudoun County, and it makes life so much easier to get around. With that being said, Dulles Airport is only about a 10-minute ride, not far, And right behind me, you can see the Fairfax Connector, which is our bus transportation, our bus system, which is great. You see the bus stations all over the roads, all over the highways, so you can easily pick something up. You can get to the Fair Oaks Mall, you can get around Reston, you can get into Washington, D.C. It's pretty easy. We also have a lot of bike share programs, so you can just rent a bike, hop on it, use the 55 miles of trails that we have here in Reston, and get to wherever you want. Also, our roads are being widened now to make it more accessible and easier for the bikers to commute to where they need to go. So with that being said, what's the con of the public transportation? Well, it is traffic. And if you've heard anything about the Washington, D.C. area, traffic, it's a nightmare. It's not pretty. You know, on a good day to get into Washington, D.C., it'll probably take you at least an hour. On a weekend, sometimes you can stroll on in just about a half an hour. It's not easy. And coming home, rush hour, it's not nice. With that being said, we also have the Dulles Toll Road, and that's expensive. I call that a big con. I'm always looking for alternate routes to avoid the Dulles Toll Road. You just can't avoid it. And just getting around Reston, we have the Dulles Toll Road separating North Reston and South Reston, and sometimes it's kind of hard just to get around with the traffic in Reston. But we all love living here. You can take your bike, you can have a car, you can take a bus, you can get on a metro, and you can easily get to the airport. So all in all, it's a win. And Reston has amazing outdoor space. Just look at this behind me. Isn't that a beautiful view? 5 lakes in Reston, the biking trails. We also have a Reston Farmers Market every Saturday morning, along with a craft festival. The outdoor space, you couldn't ask for anything better. We can go stand-up paddle boarding. We can jump on a pontoon boat if you live on the lake. You can rent kayaks and canoes. We have hiking, we have biking. Anything that you can think of to do outside, that's what we love to do here in Reston. Outdoor space, we have the pools, tennis courts. Let me think. I know that there's a lot more that I'm forgetting to share. We also have the Nature Walker Center. Walker Nature Center. I got it right this time. So Reston has amazing outdoor space. And with all that great open space that we have here in Reston, that comes at a cost. Most of the people in Reston have to pay 2 homeowners association fees. If you live in a condo, you pay the condo fee. You live in a cluster, you live in a townhome, you have to pay the homeowners association fee. But then you have to pay the $709 to Reston Association. I know, that kind of stinks, but Reston Association does a fantastic job maintaining the 55 miles of trail, the pools, the tennis courts, and they actually take care of 4 of the 5 lakes that we have here in Reston. So whereas kind of, you know, isn't cool to have 2 homeowners association fees, you really do get a lot for what you have living here in Reston. And I gotta say, Reston Association does a great job maintaining and keeping Reston beautiful. So another pro that we have in Reston is shopping, restaurants, bars, and dining. We have it all. You don't need to go to a mall. We have all the shopping you need right here in Reston. Plenty of restaurants. We have the Apple Store, we have J. Crew, we have Lululemon, we have a movie theater, and it's all right here in Reston. Who doesn't love that? So yeah, in Reston, we love our fine dining, we love our shopping, but what's the con? What we're craving here in Reston is more local small businesses, more mom and pop shops. I'm at Lake Ann right now, and they have a local brewery, they have a sports bar behind me, and they have a gastropub, and probably the most amazing pretzels you will ever taste in your entire life. And we love to come here because we love to support the local businesses. And this is proof that local businesses can thrive. We just need more. Speaking of Reston local small businesses, we decided to end the afternoon at Lake Ann Brewery with my favorite, Live, Work, Play. If you guys have any questions about moving to the Reston area, buying or selling in Reston, subscribe to my channel, reach out, ask me questions. I'm here to answer any of them. And that, my friends, is Greater Reston Living. See ya!